Hello and welcome to my September favourites video. This month I've been trying out a lot of new products and a lot of those have made it into my favourites this month, particularly because I went to Paris at the beginning of the month and picked up a few things in the French pharmacy that I really wanted to try. So let's start with skincare. This month in my favourites I've included my new cleanser which I bought in Sephora in Paris, and it's the Glam Glow Power Cleanse Daily Jewel Cleanser. Now this is a new product in the Glam Glow range, as previously they've only ever had face masks of sort of different quality, like a more sensitive or more purifying or a exfoliating mask. So this is a brand new range of products and they've got basically the same equivalent in a cleanser, and I picked up this one which seemed to be the best match for me because it's sort of cleansing and nourishing at the same time. So it's great for sort of a combination skin as opposed to something that's too dry or too oily. I mentioned it in my Paris haul video and it's actually brilliant, so I'm really pleased that I picked it up. It's actually exclusive to Sephora, so at the moment you can only buy it in Sephora stores. So in the UK we don't have one, so you'd have to order it online or go to a European Sephora store to get it, or you can order it online from the US site. So the product is described as a mud to oil to foam cleanser, which is a really bizarre sounding cleanser, and it is quite a different experience for me, particularly as I've only really used an oil cleanser or a balm cleanser. I've never used a clay cleanser at all, particularly not one that goes sort of together with oil. So this is a really interesting experience, and it does go to sort of, you do get that kind of mixture feeling of the oil and the clay at the same time, but it's quite a sort of soft texture in a similar way to a balm, and then when you add water it goes to a foam. So I find it a really nice sort of middle of the road if you're kind of tried oil cleansers or you've tried balm cleansers and you're kind of want a bit of both, this would be your answer. So give it a go if you're able to pick up one in a Sephora store or order one online. Another new skincare product that I tried this month was a face mask, and I bought it in Whole Foods, and it's the Lovia Nature Purifying Mask, which is a pink clay mask which is for sensitive skin. Now they do this particular face mask in about 2 or 3 other types for dry skin and also for an oily skin, so this was kind of a nice sort of in the middle product, and I found that it's a really cleaning, purifying mask but without being overly drying, as I find sometimes when you pick kind of a very hard clay mask, it's great if you've got really terrible skin and it's so spotty and oily that it really needs a good sort of drying out of the oil, but this was kind of a nice balance between something that's going to treat those purifying areas but not overly dry the skin as well. So you only put it on for about 5 minutes, you see it dry out and then you can rinse it off, and I really liked how this made my skin feel. It was very clean but not stripped or overly dry, and as it's come from Whole Foods, it's a more organic, natural brand, and I've never used anything from this brand before, but I really liked it, and it's sort of paraben free, chemical free, very natural product, an organic product. It's actually French, so I really enjoyed using that this month, and I did an Instagram post so you can see the colour of it. It is quite orange, so yeah, you want to watch out if you put it on in the morning and you answer the door to the postman, but otherwise it's a really great sort of purifying mask if you've not got completely oily skin. Maybe if you've got a more combination skin, so you've got some dry areas as well, so it's not going to overly dry those areas, but just make your skin feel really clean. The other product that I've been really enjoying using this month, which I also picked up in Paris, is my La Roche-Posay Cerazinc Sulfate Solution Spray. Now this I've heard so much about over the last few years that I've been watching beauty bloggers, and believe the hype because it's actually really great if you have a sort of oily or blemish prone combination skin. I've been using it a lot in the morning after I've cleansed my face, and then I spritz it before I apply my moisturiser, and it's a really refreshing way of sort of adding that sort of toning step into your routine, but very quickly, because you're just spraying it quickly, and then you can kind of do other things and then apply your moisturiser once it's sort of settled down and dried. And it's a great way also of mattifying your skin throughout the day, and I've been using it particularly in rehearsals the last couple of weeks as I've been dancing and obviously sweating, and then I want to sort of tone down the shine on my face. So I've been spraying it then over my makeup and letting that dry, and that's been helping to, again, mattify my skin. And then if, you know, I had to top up with a bit of powder, I don't feel like I'm just layering loads and loads and loads of powder on top of my face. It's sort of helping to minimise the amount of powder that I'm needing. So I've been really enjoying using that this month, and would really recommend that product. Now, I obviously bought this in France and it's not as readily available here in the UK, although I did a bit of research, and you can get it from Essentials, which is the sort of French pharmacy site that you can order a lot of French pharmacy brands from, or you can actually get it in Boots. Now, I have not seen it myself in Boots, but I've looked online and you can order it from the online site. So those are your kind of options if you want to give it a go. But it's a really great product if you want to take off shine and mattify and kind of treat oily and blemish prone skin, but in a very light, sort of gentle way. Last month I was combining 2 different moisturisers, so I was using one for very oily skin, one for very dry skin, and just using them separately in each part of my face, whereas this one, I have to say, has been really great for an all over face moisturiser, so I don't have to kind of use 2 products. So it's particularly great for travelling and moving around, and you don't have to pack sort of several products. So I actually did take this to Paris, and I was using it in Paris actually rather than take 2 separate moisturisers, so it helped reduce how much stuff I was taking around with me. And I found it was a great sort of soothing moisturiser that has helped sort of over the weeks that I've been using it. I definitely have seen a difference in my skin. It's sort of become more smooth and more refined, which is what it's supposed to do. It's also got quite a green colour, which I'm assuming is also to counteract redness. So again, if you've got any redness in your skin from blemishes or just generally high pigment, then I think it will help to soothe your skin as well. So that's a really great product if you've got combination skin. The other product that I've been using this month, but only really in the T-zone and before I apply makeup, has been my Bioderma Matte Control Shine Control Moisturiser, which I again bought in Paris. Now, this product is a new product to the Bioderma range, so it's not as easily available. I think it's only really available in France at the moment. I have seen it on the French Amazon website, but at the moment we're not really getting it, not even on the Essentials website, because I think it's so new. And it's a really great sort of very mattifying product, which I was using basically in my T-zone and just sort of here on my cheeks where I get the most shine and oiliness. And I've just been applying that after my moisturiser, sort of as a sort of primer step before I apply my foundation. And I've been finding it's a really good product that I trust to be very gentle and not clogging, because it's from Bioderma and they are very well researched products and non-comedogenic, but it doesn't feel sort of overly drying when you apply it. It's just sort of a gel sort of consistency, but it really helps to mattify those areas and keep them mattified. The last skincare product that I've been really liking this month is a lip balm, and it's from the SW Basics range, and it's a cinnamon lip balm which only contains 5 ingredients, and that's the sort of main selling point. I got this actually as a free sample when I ordered a eye makeup remover, which is in the same range, which is a very sort of oily, natural essential oils sort of eye makeup remover. I think actually it's probably better on my skin than my eyes, as I find too oilier eye makeup removers just don't really feel that nice on my eyes particularly. But anyway, this was a really great product to have got alongside it, and particularly as it was free. So this is a lovely hydrating, soothing, healing lip balm, and I really like the Dr. Organics coconut oil serum that I've done a review on in the past, and that's a really great product as well. But this is really handy when you're on the go because it's in a stick form, much more hygienic than applying it to your fingers and putting it on your mouth. You know, it's also cold season at the moment, so you don't want to have germs, and when you're traveling, it's just, I'm a bit OCD about lip balms and putting things on my mouth. So when it comes to lip balms on the go, a stick one is pretty much essential for me, and this one is really pleasant to use. So just a little bit of this is enough, and so one stick of this will go a very long way. So as I said, I got this as a free sample when I ordered it online. I ordered another product online rather, but you can buy it for £4 from Beauty Bay, and there are another sort of, I think 3 or 4 different versions, a peppermint one and a citrus one. So if that sort of scent and smell appeals to you, then maybe go for one of those rather than cinnamon, because it is very very strong cinnamon smell, like very pure cinnamon smell, not like a sort of sweetie cookie smell. It's more of the natural sort of cinnamon smell. But I like cinnamon, so I've been really enjoying this one, and I've been finding it's very good for my lips. And as soon as I started using it, when I felt my lips starting to dry out and sort of flake and generally get the signs of lips in the winter, I was really enjoying that this was nourishing and healing it straight away. For makeup this month, one of my favourites has also come from my Sephora shopping trip, and it's the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Foundation. This foundation I was so excited to try, as I'd heard a lot about the HD foundation range from Makeup Forever, particularly for use on camera but also for stage, and I have to say from the first time that I tried it, I've been reaching for it pretty much every day because it's just amazing. It makes your skin look flawless but not caked in makeup, and I think that is the ultimate achievement for a foundation, because it's the perfect amount of coverage for a natural look that's just perfected your skin but better type look, and it gives an amazing amount of coverage in a very small amount of product. So I'd really encourage you to try it, as you can buy it in the UK, you can buy it from Debenhams. So I'll insert my video of me using it at this point so you can see how it's sort of brightened, evened out my skin tone, removed the marks and lines that you can see with just one pump of foundation, which is amazing and is the sort of ultimate in using a foundation that you want to give yourself sort of sheen of foundation but not look cakey and look very natural instead. So I'd really encourage you to give that a go as well if you're able to get to a Debenhams department and match up your skin. I use the shade Y235, which is just basically the perfect match for my skin. So I know they've added a lot more colour options into this range, so there hopefully will be a shade for you in there. So go and have a try of this foundation if you're looking for a smoothing, sort of erasing lines and marks type coverage, but again quite a matte coverage as well, so quite long lasting if you'd want to make this more full coverage. But if you want a very natural but perfecting coverage, then this is a brilliant product. Go and try it. 3 products that I've been using a lot this month and have been in my favourites have all been featured in my transitional autumnal makeup look, as I really wanted to stop clinging on to spring and summer and move my makeup into an autumnal sort of themed look for day. And so I've been using my MAC Pro Longwear Groundwork eyeshadow, which I've got on today actually, but I've also used it in my tutorial, so you can see it in action in that video. I've also been using my bronzing powder from Bourjois, and I've also been using my Vapour Beauty lipstick. So to start with the eyeshadow, this is a really lovely cream eyeshadow that goes on as a cream but then dries matte, and it just stays all day, will not fade, will not crease. They're just amazing products, and there's so many colours in this range, but this groundwork one I've heard a lot about from other beauty bloggers and makeup artists, and I really wanted to try it, as I'm not really one for wearing brown as a wash of colour over my lid. I generally go for a lighter shade, but this is quite a soft brown, so I thought it'd be quite a wearable one for me, and I really like it as a base colour or just on its own. I love using it with a 217 MAC brush, as I find that way you get a very even amount of colour very quickly, and it's very easily blended out. If you use your fingers, you might be encouraged to use probably more than you need, so if you are going to use your fingers with it, just use it very sparingly, and make sure you blend out either with a brush afterwards or with your fingers as you do it, because once it's set, it's not going to move. So make sure that you apply it really accurately. And then the other product that I used also in the tutorial was my Bourjois bronzing powder. Now I was using this more as contouring rather than a sort of bronzing look in the video, which you can see, but I've been using it a lot actually, because a lot of the time I use my MAC mineralised powder in medium dark, and I've been using it for years and years. I've got through about 5 or 6 of those products. But I thought I'd change it up and use something a little bit more drugstore just for a change, and this is a really great sort of dupe for that kind of product. And it comes in, I think, 2 or 3 different versions. There's 2 different shades in the sort of all bronzed palette, and then there's one that's got a highlighter shade and a bronzing, more contouring shade as well. So I haven't used that one, but if you're after a sort of 2-in-1, then you could get it in one product that way. But this is the light one that I'm using. It's got a tiny bit of glitter in it. I'm not normally keen on sparkly bronzers, as I feel like that was a little bit dated now. I think a matte sort of colour is better for obviously for contouring, and also to be using all year round when you're not looking sort of tanned, where glitter you can kind of get away with a bit more. So this one says it's got glints of sunshine in it, or tiny bits of glitter in normal speak, and I'd say it's very subtle. So the other product that I was really enjoying wearing, which I wore in my autumnal makeup tutorial, was my Vapour Beauty lipstick, which is in the shade Au Pair, which I would describe as a really nice soft rose sort of pink, but on the website it's described as a rich velvet berry colour, which also describes it as well. So however you see it, that's the colour that it is. And it's a really lovely product, as it's very nourishing. It's an organic beauty range, so the focus is obviously on natural nourishing ingredients and oils to make it as pure as possible in a lipstick, which is a lovely sort of philosophy. And the lipsticks have lots of different colours, and the payoff with the colour is a really great high pigmented effect rather than anything too sheer, even though it's that moisturising. So it's very comfortable to wear on your lips, very luxurious feel, and you can see how it applies in that tutorial, and it's got a lovely strong colour, and it does wear very well for the daytime. The other lipstick that I've been really enjoying using this month is my Ilia lipstick in the shade Wild Child, which is a really beautiful red shade, and I was wearing it a lot in Paris as it was a lovely kind of chic day wear, sort of sheer but semi-matte lipstick, and you can kind of build this up, so it was very easy to wear in the day, and then if you ate and then it sort of wore off a little bit and you can apply it again, it didn't get ruined by eating and drinking and being smudged everywhere like a very strong matte lipstick or very bold red lipstick can, and there's sort of a lot more maintenance. This one is very low maintenance for a day red colour, which I think is ultimate for a red lipstick. If you're wearing it in the day, you don't want to have to be keeping an eye on it every 2 seconds. So I really enjoyed wearing that lipstick as well, and it's in a similar vein as a brand to Vapour Beauty, that they're very clean and organic, and there's lots of natural essential oils in it. It's vegetarian. It's a new sort of venture for me to try these new natural beauty brands, so I tried both of these ones this month and really enjoyed using them, and I think I'll continue to wear them and maybe look into getting some other shades as well in each of those brands, as I think they're really great products. Bodycare this month, I've got one standout favourite, and it is the Dr. Organic Virgin Olive Oil Body Scrub. This I've been using every single day in the morning. I've been using it so much that you can probably see I'm nearly at the end of it. And this I got as a gift from a very good friend of mine, and it is so lovely. And I'm not normally into sort of harsh scrubs, like the sort of sugary scrubbed ones, as much, as they can kind of feel a bit harsh sometimes on my skin, or I just don't feel like I use them as much and they sort of sit in the bathroom. This one I've been reaching for every single day. It's so gentle, but it's also so hydrating that I find when I use this, I don't really feel the need to moisturise straight away, and that's been really great for me with rehearsals, because obviously dancing in the daytime, you're obviously sweating, and you don't want to have a really thick moisturiser on your skin, because it just makes the situation even worse, and you're just feeling like an oil slick as you're sweating, and you've got this oil or lotion on your skin and your skin can't breathe, and it's not great. Basically, never moisturise heavily before exercising and going to the gym. It is a no-no, it is a bad idea, do not do it. But if you want to have more hydrated skin, I'd say that product is really great, as this is so hydrating for a scrub, that you get that nice sort of soft, hydrated, smooth feel to your skin. I mean, if you've shaved your legs or something like that, I'd say, you know, use a moisturiser, because you've obviously stripped a layer of skin off your body, so you want to make sure that you hydrate that skin and keep it smooth. But for general day-to-day use, this smells so lovely. It's so natural, but it's got a nice lemony kind of olive oil scent, so it's really pleasant to use, and it's a natural, organic, paraben-free, SLS-free, no harsh chemicals, so I couldn't recommend this more. It's a really lovely product, and I think everyone would enjoy it. So it's got a slightly exfoliating, scrubbing effect with but they're very, very small. It's very, very gentle, so it's not harsh at all for your skin. Yes, go and try this product, as it's really, really, really good. Hair-wise this month, I've really been enjoying using the Urban Fudge Iced Coconut Cocktail Hairspray, which is super concentrated hold. Now this is by no means joking when it says super concentrated hold, and it's got sort of like extra strong hold on the front. This is extreme hold. So this is not for doing your blow dry and then wanting to keep the ends in a nice shape, or when you curl your hair kind of giving it a soft hold. No, do not use that for this. This is for updos. This is for like if you're going to the gym or you're going on a long night out and you've got a very extravagant hairstyle and you want to keep the hold going for all night. This is amazing. It's so strong, it's so sticky, but for the right purposes, this is brilliant. And I think I've been using a lot of this for my updos, and particularly from dancing. I did my hair in my twisted sides chignon, which I've done a tutorial on recently, and I just wanted to have nice hair one day for rehearsal, so I did that, and I used that hairspray, and it was just so great for holding the shape, because dancing, turning, spinning, lifts, all of that sort of thing, your hair is gonna fall out of whatever style it's in. It's just naturally gonna do that, but using that hairspray really helped give a really great hold, and I think it would be brilliant for, say, if you're doing an updo for a wedding or a long day, or if you want strong, slick hold, this is a really great product. It has got a very strong fragrance, and I personally love it because I love coconut, like really love coconut. But if you don't, then yeah, don't try this, because it is very, very strongly fragranced, and if you know want a nice subtle perfume, then it's going to probably interfere with that as well. But for me, I love that scent, so for me it was great. So if you're going to do updos, give this a go. Another hair care favourite this month has been a Batiste product, and it's a new one from their Stylist range, which is a texturising spray. I was really excited to see this on the shelves, as texturising sprays have kind of been a more expensive product that I've tried in the past and had to buy small cans because they're really expensive and couldn't justify a bigger sort of volume can. And obviously this one is quite a large can. It's a 200ml spray. This one I'd say is a really great light texturising spray. So when you've kind of dried your hair and you've done a blow dry and you just want to keep the texture and volume, this would be a really great product to sort of spray in the roots and kind of give it that kind of extra texture to keep sort of hold in place, or if you're going to do an updo with clean hair, this would be a really great product. It's not as strong as some of the other ones that I've used, like the All Bay one, but that's a very, very expensive product. This one is much more reasonable and more easily available from Boots, so I'd say this is a really great sort of everyday texturising product, and give that a go if you want to get a little bit more volume from your hair, or for example if your hair is very difficult to put up and style, particularly when it's clean. My wellness and wellbeing favourites this month are all kind of related to the fact that I was doing my dance rehearsals and rehearsals for Top Hat this month, so I wanted to make sure that my body was relaxed and looked after doing its physical activity during the day. So a lot of my products that I like this month in my favourites are to do with that. So one of them is not actually a beauty product, it's a candle, and it's my White Company Seychelles candle. Now you can see how much I'm enjoying it, because I think it was about here at the start of the month, and now it's right down to here, so I'm getting really low and sort of towards the end of it, and this is the most beautiful scent. It's a gorgeous sort of coconut, tropical, soft, vanilla-y fragrance that is so soothing. I've been really enjoying lighting this just before I go to bed and just letting the scent fill the room and just really calm me, and sort of leave it on just before I go to bed, and then before I go to sleep just blow it out rather than have like a lamp on. So it's a very soft light, which is nice for your eyes to sort of start relaxing and resting, and obviously getting ready to sleep. Keeping along the theme of relaxing my body for sleep, I've also been using my Deep Sleep Shower Gel, which is from This Works, which is a lovely lavender soothing scented shower gel, which you can also use in the bath as well, which is what I did as well, as it's kind of got that lavender, vetiver, chamomile essential oils in it, and yeah, it just helps you unwind and relax, and I can smell it even from here. Oh, it's so soothing. I could probably take a nap right now. It's such a lovely scent, and it's very concentrated, so you don't need loads of it. So when I was having baths after rehearsals, obviously hot baths are brilliant for soothing your muscles. I was also using my Epsom salts, which you can get from Whole Foods, Holland & Barrett health food shops and Boots. They're pretty cheap to buy, and it's magnesium sulfate, and it's supposed to sort of detox your body, and it's great if you've been overexerting yourself and you really need to relax your muscles. So if you've been going to the gym hard, or if you've been dancing hard, then that's a really great thing to add into your bath to again help soothe and relax your muscles. So for my theatre and dance favourites this month, I was able to go and see one show as I've been a bit busy with rehearsals, and the one show that I did see this month was Gypsy, which stars the unbelievably talented Imelda Staunton as Mama Rose, which is the main part in Gypsy. And I can't even describe in enough words how incredible Imelda Staunton is. I knew she was an amazing actress, I've loved her in movies, but as a theatre actress I've never seen her, or particularly as a musical theatre actress I've not seen her perform either. And she is just flawless. I don't think there's any criticism you can possibly make for someone who is basically perfect. I think her voice was amazing, I think her acting was just a masterclass. It was just so thrilling to watch that woman, and she had everyone's attention the entire night. She stood on stage at one point and was silent for about 30 seconds, and there was not a pin drop, and everyone's attention was on her and everyone was moved by her, and she got a standing ovation as soon as she came out. And if you've got any chance at all to go and see Gypsy, it's on until the 28th of November, and if you're able to go and see Imelda Staunton in that part, then please go. So this month, as I've been rehearsing Top Hat in preparation for our Japan leg of our tour, I've been really enjoying wearing some of the dance wear that I've been wearing in rehearsals, and the two things that sort of stuck out for me are my two H&M leggings, which this one is my sort of the blue pair, which are a longer pair and slightly thicker in terms of the material, and they've got a slightly higher waist, so it's sort of more sort of up to your belly button rather than on your hips, which the other pair, the sort of more leopardy print ones, are a little bit lower, but they've still got quite a wide waistband, which is very, very comfortable to wear, and they're a bit thinner in material, and I'm not sure whether you'll still be able to get these exact patterns now, but the style certainly is being continued in the H&M sportswear section. As well as my love for H&M sportswear, I've also found a love for their sports socks. Now, there's nothing special looking at this from the outset other than I love these bright coloured edging, which you get in a set. I think there's like 3 or 4 or 5 or something you get in a set. The best thing about these socks is this strip here on the back by your heel, which is sort of like a plastic sort of rubbery strip, which stops the heels from falling underneath your heel in the shoe, and it stops them from coming off. That is such life-changing sock experience. I know that's a really bizarre phrase, I don't think I'd ever say that out loud, but it's so comfortable, and it just means that your socks stay on properly, and it's nothing more annoying when you're in the middle of dancing or on a run or something, then your socks slipping underneath your heel and then it's sort of gathering underneath and it being really uncomfortable and digging into your heel. Whereas this tiny little bit of rubber has solved that problem, and they're so comfortable and they're so sweet with the little coloured bits on the top that I will definitely be going and buying more of these and throwing out all my old trainer socks that all fall down, because this is just brilliant. So that's it for all my favourites for September. I really hope that you've been enjoying listening to all of my beauty, makeup, skincare, wellbeing and dance and theatre favourites this month. Next month I will be performing in Japan with Top Hat, so I will hopefully have some Japanese favourites and sort of travel favourites as well to incorporate into next month's October favourites. So thank you very much for watching, and subscribe for more videos if you're interested in seeing lots more from Dressing Room Diaries.